Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you my top favorite makeup brushes and tools. These are all the brushes that I like to incorporate in my daily routine, whether I do more of like a simple look or more like a dramatic, colorful look. These are my go-to brushes. So if you want to know what my favorite brushes are, just keep watching. So first I'm going to start off with the brushes and tools that I use to apply my liquid foundation. The first one is the Beauty Blender. I'm sure you've all heard of what the Beauty Blender is. It's a teardrop shaped sponge. You have to wet it and dampen it in order for it to work the best. But this is the Beauty Blender. This is my favorite sponge to use for a really flawless and pretty liquid foundation application. This one retails at $19. Another sponge that I like to use is the NYX Flawless Finish blending sponge, and it looks like this. This one's nice because it has, it's still a teardrop shape, but it has a flat side. I don't know if you can see it. So this one's nice for really blending out your concealer, which I really like. This one retails at $8. It's not as soft as the Beauty Blender. I'll go ahead and put them side by side so you can see. So you see how this one's a lot softer and this one's a little bit more stiff. It's still a really nice sponge. Once you dampen it and wet it, it gets a little bit softer, which is nice. I do like them equally the same. Actually, I think I like the Beauty Blender a lot better, but this one is one of the sponges that I do use when I don't have my Beauty Blender around. I really like it. So these are the two sponges that I like to use for applying my liquid foundation. If you're not someone that likes to use a sponge, brushes are also a good alternative. I like using sponges a lot more, but brushes also work. Brushes are actually the first thing that I used to use before I ever discovered the Beauty Blender or any type of sponge. The brush that I do like to use is the E.L.F. Ultimate Blending Sponge, and it looks like this. So it has a really nice rounded, dense brush head here. It's going to give you a really nice flawless liquid foundation application because it's so dense. It's not going to leave you streaky or anything like that. It'll blend out your liquid beautifully. You can also use this for powder. Using a more dense brush like this will help pack on powder foundation and give you an even fuller coverage, rather than using like a big fluffy brush where it's going to give you a really light coverage. So if you don't want to use a sponge, using a very dense brush like this for liquid or powder works really well, and it's going to give you a beautiful full coverage application. The E.L.F. Ultimate Blending Brush is $6. You can get this at Target. I'm not sure exactly where else E.L.F. is carried, but I know for sure Target, that's where I got mine. It was $6. So that's a really good deal for a brush. So to apply a setting powder or even using a foundation powder, I like to use a big fluffy brush like this. This one I actually got when I was going to beauty school, my Beauty Mark. But I know that for sure you'll find a brush like this from like Crown brushes, Morphe brushes, even E.L.F. brushes will carry it. So just something really fluffy like this is going to help apply your powder, foundation, or setting powder and give you a really nice, flawless matte finish. So the brush that I like to use for contour is the NYX contour brush that I used in my daily makeup routine video. It's the NYX contour brush in the 05. It's a really nice medium-sized brush. This one I really like it because the bristles are really soft and this fits perfectly in the contours of my face, which is going to give a really nice defined contour. So I really like this brush to use. I'll list all the prices below. I know I didn't say the prices for most of them. This one I know for sure is $14 though. The next brush I like to use is for my highlight and my blush. This is another NYX brush. It looks like this, and this is in the number 08. What I really like about this brush, it gives me a really beautiful highlight application and also a really nice blush application. This one, I don't remember the price of this. I want to say it's around $14 as well, just like the contour brush. But it looks like this. The next brush I like to use is to set my under eye concealer. This is the E.L.F. Blush brush. You can use this for blush, but I do like using it for setting the under eyes with powder. I like how perfectly it fits right underneath my eyes, It gives a really pretty finish. This one also was $6 at Target. This brush is really good for setting the under eyes. I did used to use this for my highlight as well. I noticed that it gives more like an intense highlight finish, but I do like the NYX one a lot better just because it's not too dense where it's gonna give me like a big streaky like highlight finish. I keep saying the word finish, but you get what I'm saying, sorry. But yeah, this is the one that I like to use mostly for my under eyes. So this again is the E.L.F. blush brush, and it was $6 at Target. So the next two brushes are the brushes that I like to use for my eyebrows. Again, I do use a lot of NYX and E.L.F. brushes. They're a lot more inexpensive, I would say. Crown and Morphe are a lot more reasonable as well. They're not too pricey either. But E.L.F. and NYX are the ones that I really like to use. So the brush that I like to use, I also used in my daily makeup routine video. The first one is the NYX Dual Brow Brush, and this is in the number 18. It is double-ended, so that first end you're gonna have your angled brush. This is the one that you're going to use to apply your eyebrow pomade, gel, whatever you use, and then the other end is the spoolie. So this is gonna help comb out your brushes, put them in place, and just keep them really nice and clean. This one I want to say is $10. I really like it because the brush is very slim. The bristles aren't very stiff. They're really fine, but because the brush is so dense, it's not like too like wiggly or anything like that. So this is the one that I like to use for my eyebrows. The next brush is the C421 Mini Concealer Brush. This one, again, I did use in my daily makeup routine video. I don't know if it's really zooming in. But this is the brow brush that I like to use to apply my concealer underneath my eyes and really help carve them out. It's so small and it's going to be easy to carve out your eyebrows, so I really like this one for carving out my brows. The next brushes are the brushes that I like to use for blending out my eyeshadow in the crease. The first one is the Morphe M504. This brush has a bigger brush head. This one's really good for blending out the crease, but it's really good for just blowing out that eyeshadow application in the crease and giving it like a really pretty diffused color. The next two, these are honestly the same brush. The first one is by Morphe. This is the M441, and then the other one is by Crown, and this is the C441. These are both the Pro Blending Crease brushes. So this one's really good for applying the crease and just really blending that out. So the next brush is from Crown. This is the C433 Pro Blending Fluff brush. It's a flat brush with a wider side, and it has the rounded top part here. This one's really good for also applying color in the crease. It's more for just really focusing in the crease and not blending too much. I really like this one. I also do like to use this one for applying the all over lid color. The next one is a Wet n Wild large eyeshadow brush. They're pretty similar. They look like that. So they both have a flat side and they're both rounded at the top. And then have like a wider little face right here. But yeah, these are pretty much the same brush. This one was 99 cents and I got this one at Rite Aid, and then this one again $5.99 to $7.99. These brushes are really good for all over eyeshadow application or even getting in the crease, but really doing more of like a defined crease color in the crease. The next brush is the Morphe M322. This one's good for smudging out the bottom lash line. If you want to do more of like a smoky effect, this one's really good because it's really small and it's gonna really define that smokiness on the bottom lash line. Those damn dogs. Last but not least, another NYX brush. This is the number 14 Spot Conceal brush. This is the brush that I like to use for applying any glitters or pigments. I feel like using a very dense, rounded brush like this really helps with applying pigment and glitter. It's really going to pack on the color and give you a really beautiful, intense application. It's really going to pack on that color and it's going to look really beautiful. So this is the one that I like to use for packing on all over glitter or pigments. You can also use this one like the name says spot concealing, so just for more spot concealing like blemishes, even carving out your eyebrows, you can use this one too. I quickly want to share with you guys the products that I like to use for cleaning my brushes. The first one and my number one love is the Zote soap. It looks like this. This one, you guys, oh my god, this one really cleans your brushes like no other. I've never used anything else that really deep cleans my brushes without leaving any like soap residue or any bubbles. This one is freaking amazing. I want to say this big bar of soap is probably between $2 to $3, maybe even cheaper, but this lasts forever. It cleans my brushes really well, it cleans my beauty blenders and my sponges really well, so I really like this one. It's like my baby, my go-to. I've used baby shampoo before, I've used dish soap, I've used Dr. Bronner's soap, but this one by far is my favorite, my baby. I tell everyone about it. The next product that I like to use is a Cinema Secrets makeup brush cleaner. This one works really well for really spot cleaning your brushes. If you're like in a hurry or you're switching between colors and you're using the same brush, this one works really well. It's really quick and easy. Pour some in a cup, you just dip your brush, swirl it around in a paper towel, and it is freaking clean. Any color, any pigment, any eyeshadow that you have on that brush, completely gone. So I really like this one too. So the other product that I like to use, I got this at Fame Expo, and this is the Boulevard Cosmetics Makeup Brush Shampoo and Conditioner. I got the Champagne Rose edition. This one was from Brian Champagne. He collaborated with them. This one smells like roses. I did like this, honestly. I think it was like $14. I wouldn't repurchase it again. I ran through it really quick. Like, I wash my beauty blenders on a daily basis because I don't like contaminating my skin with like dirt and oil and all that. So I used this every day to wash my beauty blenders, and it only lasted me like 2 to 3 months. So it's a good product. I mean, I wouldn't say not to buy it, but I definitely wouldn't repurchase. It was $14. Honestly, my Zote soap does the same thing, so it's not something that I would repurchase, but it was a really good soap. So that completes my video. I hope you guys enjoyed. These are my favorite brushes. Remember, you don't have to necessarily use a specific brush for a specific thing that it says it's for. You can use whatever brush you want for whatever application you want. I'm probably not even using this correctly either, but this is the way that I like to apply my makeup, and it works for me. So whatever works for you, you do you, boo. Oh, also, if you guys want to see a video on how I wash my brushes and take care of my brushes, just let me know down below. If you guys are interested in seeing that, I will definitely do a quick little video for you, so just let me know. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!